everyone, welcome back to another catalog walkthrough. We're gonna look at the new April, May, June catalog, and just a little heads up, I'm gonna do two parts. So one is just the paper packs, the paper collections, and then the other one's gonna be everything else. That way it's not gonna be too long, I hope. It is very early right now when I'm recording this, so I only have one paper pack right now here to show you. The others I cannot order yet. So as a maker, we're usually able to order about a month before everybody else is able to. And simply because it takes some time to shipping, about 2 weeks these days, and then we can create a few things and show you a few things in person, but as of right now I only have one paper pack here. But I figured I have time right now because March is piling up already with appointments, so better get it done now than I forget later. So when you will see this is going to be sometime at the end of March, and I might have something else by then. If I do, I will just link it in. Otherwise, just enjoy the walkthrough. All right, like always, a little greeting from our founder and CEO, Jeanette. Always lovely to read. And here we have two of our current programs. So one is the Maker, one is the VIP program. So the Maker is pretty much what I'm doing. If you're interested to become a maker and join my team, please let me know and I will guide you through it and explain to you what all is needed. If you're a customer and you're ordering on a more regular base of close to my heart items, then the VIP program might be just the right thing for you. So the VIP program grants you 15% cash credit on every order you place. And that means that cash credit can be used for your next order. It can be accumulated throughout the year. As long as you're staying an active member of the VIP group, you will be getting your 15% cash credit and can accumulate it. There are other perks that come with the program. So you also receive a free stamp of the month every month if you want. As long as you place an order of $50, you get the stamp set for free. You will also receive free ID books. There are specialty workshops for VIPs throughout the year. And you also get your idea book sometimes a little bit earlier than others if you place an order around the 16th of the month before a new book goes live. So right now, if April book is coming, if you place your order by after March 16th, you will get the new book already in your order. And naturally, yeah, there is a fee for the membership. It's $35 for a year. And you will receive right away $15 as cash credit into your account. So technically the membership is only $20. But like I said, if you're ordering on a more regular base, these $20 will be quickly accumulated and taken care of. And then everything else, you just gain a few extra dollars to spend on more craft supplies. So if you have questions about this program or like to join, please let me know, and I will fill you in with everything else you need to know. All right, then we have our two subscription programs, card making and the scrapbooking workshops. I will not go in detail right now into those, but I will link them on the bottom so you can see the actual new boxes and what will be in them. It's always for 4 months, so they're very interesting. All right, our first paper pack is called Cassette, and it has some really lovely colors in here, as you can see. It is a mixture of floral and vintage, and it's just a really pretty paper pack, and I have that one here. So let me show you, or let's move on to the next page first. So here you have a couple of samples for either embellishments or cards, and then you have one page layout, just some ideas what you can do with the paper pack. And then this is the paper pack, so you get them like always. So all three paper collections are the same way. You have paper pack with a sticker, you have one without stickers, you have matching cardstock. You have a Picture My Life package, you get embellishments, and you get an art collection, digital art collection that works with any die cutting machine that can handle SVG file. All right, so here is the sticker sheet of our cassette paper, and I just think this is really lovely. I love the stickers. They're nice quality and just pretty colors, and like I said, like flowery, vintage, really versatile paper pack. Then we have our first paper. So this is one side, this is the back side, and what we call at Customer Hat zip strip, which is normally the information about the paper pack and what colors are used in this paper pack. On the other side you find this design, which can be used as an extra embellishment on your pages or on your cards. And like I said, our papers is two-sided, so you get two sheets with two designs. There is number one. Here are these lovely dandelions. Then we have this pretty mauve color and some green medallion, really pretty too. And then we have, last but not least, this is one of my favorites, just a really nice mixture. And then the back side has all these little tiny elements that I think you can just cut out and use as embellishments too, or you know, just really pretty little things on cards. Yeah, so these are our double pages, the paper pack. And as I always recommend, when you think about getting a paper pack, I always get mine with a sticker sheet. Even if I might not think that I'm gonna use them all, or you know, I don't know, most of the time they make excellent extra embellishments. If not, I can use them on a card, or I just keep them aside, and I guarantee down the road at one point in time there comes a project where I just need a couple more flowers or a couple more of these strips, and it's always nice to have them on hand. The cardstock packages. So if you're, say you're crunched a little bit with the, you know, you have a budget. I do have a budget. I can't always buy everything, even if I like to. But what is a good starting point is if you have the paper collection, including the sticker sheet, and you get yourself the cardstock package. Simply because those cardstock colors work exactly with those papers. There is no guesswork, there's no nothing, they all work together. Our cardstock is two-tone, so you have a lighter side on one side and a darker on the other, so you technically get two different colors. And you have two of each usually in a package. It always tells you right here which colors, which makes great bases for your layouts. So I always recommend, I know most people have whites, blacks, grays, you know, things like this that you can use as accent or as matting colors, but I often just start with a plain white sheet and then just add a little bit cardstock and design paper to it. But these two stretch a long way, so you can do a lot of layouts with those. Then we have, in this case, die cuts. They're cardboard die cuts, but thin. They're not really thick cardboard, if you have seen our cardboard in the past. So it's really not thick, but they pop out like this, and they're just printed on here with some old newspaper printings, and really pretty. And they're like butterflies and flowers and flags, frame, so there's a lot of different elements on here. Very interesting. Then we have our Picture My Life cards, 3x4, 4x6, and as I mentioned in the past, these all go perfectly into those pocket dividers that we have. Those shorter ones that go in between pages, they can be used as journaling spots on your card, on your page. You can cut them out and use them as individual little embellishments, or they might just be a decorative element on your page. So they have a lot of use. The digital art collections also are always a great extra. So if you have a die cutting machine, think of all the elements you can cut out here and decorate your pages with. And you also have, in this case, a double page layout that is ready to go. You just have to load it. You just put your papers in and it's already cut and set for you how to use them. If you are, if you don't want to use this whole set as it is, you can always pick individual pieces and just use those. So all these are little extras that you can use. And then we have card samples and extra pieces, and you even have 2 titles. So it's really a versatile, great extra set. Then we have our scrapbooking stamp set and our card making stamp set. And as I have mentioned in the past, you know, if you're a scrapbooker, you pretty much can use every stamp set that there is. If you're a card maker, you have to check a little bit on the sizes of these individual things. So in this case here, I think the bird, if you look, this is a 12 by 12 paper page. So the bird should be in the butterfly or the little stamp here. They should even work with anything on your card. The flowers, on the other hand, no problem. I mean, it's a 12 by 12 page. This is specifically made for card making, so the size is a little bit smaller, which I love. And again, you get a lot here in this set. So this one comes either with the dies for this window out cut out here, or this oval shape. You have all these phrases, and you have these little flowers with matching dies. And I have this set here too, which is really a nice set to have. You can never have too many flowers or greenery. So here are our flowers, the stamps. Really great. And then these are our dies. So you can see they're pretty decent sized. And then there's our flowers. They're just perfect size for a card. And if you're a little bit more budget oriented and you say, you know what, I don't really need the dies, or I don't have a die cutting machine, you know, the Big Shot or the Cuttlebug, what it used to be. You can always get the set without the dies, and I don't think it's too bad to fuzzy cut, because when you look how the die will cut around the flowers, I mean, you can fuzzy cut this too with a nice sharp pair of scissors and just do your own embellishments. Not a big deal. Next, we have our workshop, and like all our scrapbooking workshops, this is the scrapbooking one, you do 3 double page layouts. You get the complete paper pack of that collection. You get extra cardstock, the sticker sheet. You have the embellishment package with it. You can pick between having the whole kit, including the page protectors, or without. So if you don't use our page protectors, you don't have to buy them. And then you get specifically designed paper and all these die cuts that have been used throughout these 3 pages. And I just love when it all comes together. If you're a beginner and you don't like to do your own thing, perfect. You get the instructions, you get the guide with it, the few things you have to cut, and it tells you exactly how to assemble them, how to put those pages together. If you're like me, you sometimes have a good intention to follow the instructions completely, but on the way I decide, no, I want to do my own thing. I don't like this, or I rather would do it this way. You can do that too. And often I'm even left with extra papers that I can make another 2-page layout. So this is up to you. What has been a common element for all of our workshops is, if you go to my website, and I will link it down below, you click on this shop, you go to the workshop kits section, and all the workshops that are in there, you click on one of them, and each one has a PDF attached that you can download for free. And yes, it will give you the instructions to build exactly these 3 double page layouts. Now, you don't have all the papers maybe, or you want to use a different paper pack with that layout. You don't have all the embellishments, that is true, but you get the main idea, the main structure of the page. So you get all the information on how to cut, you know, this paper, the middle paper, what size of photos go in the middle here. You get this part. All these little tags, how many photos, the size of the photos, how you cut this paper here in the middle. So you get all these extra informations that you can make the base of your page the same as here, for example, and then you take your own embellishments and fill in the blanks. Simple solution. You don't have those hexagon shapes. Well, maybe you have a circle punch that will do the same trick. You just get a couple different papers, punch out a couple circles, and just put the circles in instead of the hexagons. Maybe you just, you know, have a different background paper where you actually don't need those. So there's a lot of different varieties, and if you're up for it, you know, there's a lot of different varieties out there for you to download and just try. But to me, it's just a free guide that you can use to get started, because that's sometimes just the hardest part. Even if you're good and doing your own thing, sometimes you just need that little thing to get started. But if you're new and you're a little bit, well, I don't know, these are a great way to start, because you have instant 2 double page layouts done for you without you having to think too much about anything. All right, here we have our card making kit. And with this kit, you make 4 of each of these cards. You get the design papers, you get the cardstock, you have your card base and envelopes. You get these little black shapes in this case as decoration, and then you have a specifically designed stamp set and die set that is only available in this workshop. So if you want this, you have to order the workshop. You won't get this separate. Here you can see the dies, and they create these lovely little bows and the string up front here, and then also this little tag. Just really cute set. All right, next paper is called Hey Handsome, and as you can see, this is a more masculine paper, and yeah, we don't have them that often, so I can hear already many going like, yeah, finally. So it's a great thing if you have boys in the house. You're no matter if they're younger or older, for your husband, your fathers, your father-in-laws, you name it. You know, it's just a nice masculine paper collection. Or if you're an outdoorsy person, hiker, perfect color combinations. Here you can see a really nice layout. That's a single page. You have a card and decoration ideas. And then here, again, it gives you the color palette that is going along with this paper pack. And like with the others, so you have your paper pack with the sticker sheet, and here's our sticker sheet. Really great little phrases and elements to use. The paper pack I think is great because it's got some texture in it. Like here, this looks like a fabric. It looks like stitching. It has some really neutral designs. A little few bolder designs, but all together, I think it's a really great kit to use for a lot of different occasions. Matching cardstock package, picture my life cards, and then we also have our digital art collection. In this case, you find all these little elements here. They have a single page layout, and they have 2 cards you can make instantly. But remember, each of these pieces is an individual item, so you can just take them apart and just use, let's say, this framework for your pictures. Excuse me, now I got a hiccup. And there's lettering, for example, if you need a title. So all these elements are individually, can be individually used too. And then we have our, these are acrylic shapes in this case. So the design elements in this one is the acrylic shapes black. They are really thin, and I think just a really great addition because it's stars and buttons, and you can use this, maybe have a wedding in the family, or just a fun picture, glasses. So there's a lot of things you can use with this one. Then we have our stamp set. So this is the scrapbooking. This is the card making. The scrapbooking, again, bigger elements, and I think this one is pretty much just for the scrapbooking. Here's a background stamp. Few little ones. Sometimes we miss these little ones here, these little stars here that they put on the background, kind of cute. And then this is for card making, and I think this is a really cute one. So this is kind of a Father's Day theme. And as you can see here, Dad's missing a little bit of his hand on purpose, because you can place either the boy's hand or the girl's hand into his, so you make either or, which I think is a cute idea. And here are some 2 samples for cards you can create with this one, or you can use it on a scrapbooking layout. You never know. Here we have our scrapbooking workshop. Hey Handsome, and again, you're doing these 2 double page layouts. All the papers are included, specialty designed elements for decoration, specialty papers, a sticker sheet, acrylic shape, and with every of these workshops, you always also learn a new technique. So in this case, they're using these stars, and when you looked at the stars, then we just had here the acrylic ones and the embellishment kit. You can see here that there's a little white line, so it's like offset a little bit from the main star, so it's like a star in a star, and they actually colored the inside of that star with our copper colored metallic markers, and the coppers are all there right now available. The gold and the silver ones are back on the way, and these metallic paint markers really leave a nice metallic shine to anything that you put the color on, and in this case it just looks really like a copper insert into a black frame, which is awesome. If you have little dots where you don't like the color, or you know, it's like, okay, I just don't need this color, but I could use a couple copper ones, just use the marker and color them in. The marker sticks to the dots and you have instant metallic dots for your layout. So I just like the designs again, you know, the placement of the pictures. So again, go to the website, download the free guide, and just use them as a template for your next layout. Here we have a card making workshop. Again, this card making workshop comes with a specific designed stamp set and these individual dies. So this is your pocket with the tissue in it, glasses, a pen, and a button. And you can only get this when you order the workshop kit. Design paper, you have your cardstock, you get your card bases, and you make 4 of each of these cards. A really cute set. Last but not least, hello darling. And to be honest, when I saw this kit, the first thing in my mind was 4th of July, and I'm sure it's like 99% of the time people looking at this paper will go like, that's 4th of July. And it is, but it also is not. So if you look at the paper really close, I mean, this can go for any celebration, for a nice summer party. This has these florals in there, just really gorgeous paper package. And I think it is a really great one for 4th of July, but you can use this for anything else. We have a card example. Here we have a little bit decoration. We have the first 1-page layout for you. Here at the beginning, you always see which colors are included in the paper pack. And then again, we have our paper pack, 2 double-page designs, and you get 2 of each. So you got 6 sheets. You get your sticker sheet, and the sticker sheet again has flowers, has some starbursts, got some wording. I mean, it got different banners, little bows. I love these little lanterns. Just a really pretty fresh summer kit. And someone might ask, why is it in the April-June catalog? Well, if it comes in July, it might be a little bit too late. So I think it's a great way to get started with your 4th of July pictures. You have your cardstock bundle here, and in this case you get 3 of each color. The Picture My Life cards. You have the embellishments, and this is a mixture of acrylic shapes and also paper die cuts, paperboard die cuts. So it's a mixture of both. And then you have your SVG files here with all the different elements to create even more decoration. And as I said previous, when you get the paper pack with the matching sticker sheet and just your cardstock package here, you're covered for a lot of pages to make. It's really great. If you run out and you need extra paper or extra cardstock, you can always just get another set of those, or many don't even know that, but if you go to our core catalog, all the way in the back are our different cardstock colors, and you can order your own mixture. So you can make your own paper pack, either 12 or 24 sheets. And the only rule there is you have to have 2 of one color. So if you pick the 12 paper or 12 sheet package, you need 2 of one color, so you can pick 6 different colors. And you just do whatever you need, whatever extra you want. If you want the 24, you do the 24. Let's say you pick the 12 and you need 4 of one color, 4 of the other, then you have like 2 left for a third color. So you can mix and match your own packages, which is really nice, because not everybody has a stack of cardstock in the back like I do. But I know that they're always very popular, and really these packages as they come complete your paper collection. So if nothing else, but that's one thing I always recommend you should get when you get started. Here we have our scrapbooking stamp set, card making stamp set. So the card making comes without any dies. It's got all these starbursts where you can make really pretty fireworks or just celebration backgrounds. You know, there's a lot you can do with these. They're just cute. And then we have the scrapbooking stamp set, which contains a 3-step flower. So you have the background, you have the more detailed, the shading of the flower, and then you have the outline, as you can see here in these cases. If you use different types of colors or second generation stamping, you can get a degree of different shades in your flowers, which is really cute. Or you can use them, you have to try, you might just use these 2 together or just these 2 together. It's up to you. There are a couple of dies included here. And then we have those big letter words, but they I think might be a little bit too big to put on a card, but the flowers for sure will work too, and these little phrases anyway. And then there's always extra artwork on top here to show you what you can do with the set. Now this is our scrapbooking workshop. Hello darling. And again, you make 2 double page layouts, all the papers, decoration, you have special embellishment, special design papers, get the sticker sheet. So everything is compact and together for you to use. And it always gives you also in each of these kits additional supplies. Most of the time it's just like 3D foam tape, glue dots. In this case they use the Balm and Night shimmer spray, which if you don't have that, to get these little speckles, you might have a stamp set where you just use ink and put these down. You have maybe a shimmer brush you can use. You maybe have some watercolors that you can just splatter on. So there are different ways. If you don't have the spray, you can mimic those splatters. And but this is additional supply that they used to build up these layouts. Then we have a card making workshop again, and again it's super cute. So 4 of each of these 4 cards, you get all the basics, the bases and the envelopes, and then a specially designed stamp set. And these are the 3 dies, so 2 stars and a little banner. And I just think the stars alone, they make for a darling background too, like they did here. So this is all stamped, or here they just stamped the background, which is really fun. But again, if you want this set, you can only get it in the workshop kit. So you need the workshop to get the stamp set and die set. All right, last but not least, This is our mixed in paper packs, and this gets overlooked a lot. There are only 6 sheets in there, and they're double-sided. But the purpose of these is they actually these colors work with any of the 3 kits that we just saw. But they also work on their own. And I usually get 2 simply because I have 2 of each sheet, depending on what I'm planning on doing. They are great basis for starting a page if you don't want to have plain cardstock, plain white. Their designs are usually very neutral, very small, or not very bold, so it is really a great excess paper to add to any collection. And the nice thing is, even if you might not use it with any of those color collections, paper collections we just saw, there might be some in your stash from last year or the year before, and where you go like, oh, you know what, I could use a little bit extra fresh, you know, just to pep it up a little bit. Here you go. I guarantee you will find something in those mixed in packages every single time that will work with an old set. Wood grain paper, you can never have too much of that. Here we have a fine checkerboard. This is a very settled background. This is just a light gray. So there are so many varieties in here. Just a great package to have. Make sure you give a look. Don't just browse over it. Think about it. It is really a great package to have. And here you can see that they actually used every single paper collection we just saw and all these papers. They just used little strips of each and built this little cute background. So this is the walkthrough of the paper collection. Tomorrow we will go through the rest, and I hope you enjoyed it so far. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up because that helps me with my YouTube channel. I will also link down below links to my website, to some of the programs that I just browsed through quickly. And remember, this catalog will go live April 1st all the way until June. And we will see. So see you back tomorrow, hopefully, and have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.